Hey mamas, so we are launching into this program and I want to start with having you analyze your current plate design. Yes, I said plate design. That means what you're putting on your plate for each meal. Some nutritionists advocate for specific portion control. I'm sure y'all have maybe Googled that before or worked with someone. And others really try to avoid entire food groups altogether. Me, I just like for you to have a visual each meal. And so I'm going to attach that in the comments below this video so that you can see what that looks like. Basically, think of your round plate. I want half of your plate to be non-starchy vegetables. I want a quarter of it to be protein and a quarter of it to be starchy vegetables. So what are non-starchy vegetables? Those are typically things that are going to grow above ground. Now there are always exceptions to rules, but I want you to think your leafy greens, asparagus, green beans, sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, cucumbers, eggplants, onion, peas, peppers, radishes, zucchini, tomatoes, and turnips. And that's not an exhaustive list. That's just to get you thinking. Fill your plate with these. They're full of nutrients that help your body work properly, as well as fiber to help clear out all the gunk. All right, protein, that's a little bit easier. That's your meats, your dairy, your nuts, your seeds, and then your starchy vegetables. Typically, non-starchy is above the ground, so starchy is going to be below the ground. So think your carrots, your potatoes, winter squash, beets, those are also starchy. And I realize winter squash grows above the ground, but again, an exception. And then things like rice, beans, grains, those are going to be your starchy vegetables. So what in the world does this look like? I'm totally a visual person. So I'm attaching not only what just the template of this looks like, but for each meal, what it can look like for you. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now this doesn't mean you have to completely throw out your go-tos immediately. In fact, tomorrow, I just want you to eat what you normally eat, but I want you to have this visual in your mind for each meal. And I want you to think, what do I need to add? What do I need to take away so that I am lining up more with this plate design? Then on Tuesday, I want you maybe to start thinking about shifting your plate toward these ratios. And you're not going to be perfect by the end of the week. We're not going to be perfect by the end of the 8 weeks. It's all about progress. So we just want to take where you are today and make some baby steps by the end of this 8-week program. I would love for you to post pictures of your plates. I will do the same. I have to admit, I've kind of been following this for a while, so I don't sit there and micromanage my plate and move everything around. But just like with anything, when you're trying to build that foundation, I really recommend that you go ahead and shift things around this week. That way you get the visual and you start to learn what half a plate of non-starchy vegetables looks like. As always, post your questions, your comments. I would just love to see your plates tomorrow or a day where you're not even trying to do this. I think that would be awesome just to see where we're starting from and then to see in 8 weeks where we're ending. Remember, this is a learning experience, so share everything with us. All right, I look forward to seeing your plates, and y'all have an awesome week.